Hello, this is Justin Graber, editor of the Duxbury Clipper. This is the premiere of a new feature we're hoping to have every Friday on the website, where we have a short video sort of talking about summing up the meetings and events that have already gone on during the week, giving you a little preview of what's going on this weekend, and also previewing any meetings or agendas of meetings that are upcoming on Monday. It's been kind of a busy week around Duxbury. It started off with a school committee meeting on Wednesday night. It was not a regularly scheduled school committee, but it was rather a workshop meeting of the board that took place at the high school. The meeting started on an inauspicious note as the press in the room were actually asked to leave. Chairman George Cipolliti said that while the meeting was a public meeting and subject to the open meeting law, because they were having a workshop session, he said that having press present would impede the discussion and wouldn't allow people to speak their minds and speak as freely, and that it might not be as productive of a meeting. There was a person taping the meeting for cable TV that did leave, but the two print reporters in the room did stay. The subject of the meeting was some of the philosophical divides that have been apparent on the school board lately and how to sort of get past that. Some members of the board feel they have a duty to support the schools and the superintendent. Other members say that they want to be able to speak for the people, and some school committee members said that those are not two mutually exclusive goals. And it was a very productive meeting despite the start. Also on Thursday night, the Zoning Board of Appeals held a meeting on the Island Creek North 40B project. The meeting also started off on kind of a contentious note as the developer and a review engineer argued over the project's affordability, but by the end of the meeting, the applicants have presented yet another update of the plan where all of the housing units are converted from condos, which would be for sale, to apartments, which would be for rent. Members of the audience, as well as members of the zoning board, seem to favor this plan because under this plan, all of the units would count towards Duxbury's Affordable Housing Index. There will be one more meeting, but the board seemed to think that we are nearing the end of this project. Chairman Dennis Murphy actually ended the meeting with this quote, that I think we're ending on a very happy note. Not something you always hear from 40B meetings. Also, Thursday was a pretty busy day around Duxbury. Police spent most of the afternoon looking for a break-in suspect in the Bay Farm area. They did catch some of the suspects, but a third was believed to have escaped. Also on Thursday afternoon, school officials found 2 empty bullets in the Duxbury Middle School bathroom. As you may know, last Friday there was an empty shell and a live bullet found at the middle school. Police initiated a lockdown procedure, and the students were held slightly after the dismissal time. School Superintendent Sue Skieber told me this afternoon that since the bullets were empty shells and not live bullets, police did not feel that this was a safety risk to students, and students were not locked down or held, other than a couple of bathrooms being closed while police searched. As opposed to what's going on this weekend, the big event on Saturday is the Duxbury Beach Triathlon. That'll be going on most of the day. Powder Point Bridge will be closed from 8 a.m. till 10:15. There's also a Friends of the Tarkland Building work day at the Tarkland Building on Route 53 from 9 to 3. Sunday, the varsity girls hockey team will be holding a car wash at DHS from 11 to 2. And the final tea ceremony, Japanese tea ceremony of the season at the Art Complex Museum will take place at 2 p.m. Monday's Board of Selectmen has a relatively light agenda, just some event permits and one-day liquor licenses. There are 2 executive sessions scheduled, one for collective bargaining and one for pending litigation. There is also a planning board meeting at 7. Both those meetings start at 7, actually. So that's the summary for this week's news. And I and Brady say good night. We'll see you next week. Say good night.